Yeah, g'day YouTube, Bree here. This is the actual crank sensor off the, or crank angle sensor off the ute. Comes all the way from Mexico. Fancy that, eh? Anyway, this little bugger here runs behind the crank pulley, and this is the little bugger that's caused all the problem. I went and brought a new one today for $61, and then I took it to a mechanic, which sent me across the road to another mechanic, and he had all the proper tools, so he did it there on the spot for me. $80 labour, which is quite cheap, but he had all the tools. But when he went to start my car and drive it into his workshop, it wouldn't fire up. We've got fires everywhere at the moment, and today's one of the hottest days, about 37 degrees. So with the temperature, just the outside temperature, not the actual vehicle or the motor, he poured ice water over it, and just putting ice water over it cooled it down enough to start and move it into his workshop. And then after he put it all back together, instead of climbing in and pumping the accelerator, he just turned the key and the vehicle started up straight away. That's probably because I put a brand new fuel pump in yesterday. Well, not yesterday, the day before. But it's got a new fuel pump, a fuel filter, 3 new coils, an air filter, new spark plugs, new leads, one of these. Yeah, so it's pretty much of a new ute, except for the outside of it. And just being down in Sydney the last couple of days, I've noticed that the paint is actually fading on it. So I'm going to have to change, probably get some automotive paint for it instead of the cheap stuff that I've been using. But I sort of want it that colour that's on my nail at the moment. But anyway, I'll get there. But yeah, so it's been fixed. Thank God for that. But yeah, there's not much to it. And unfortunately, something like that makes your whole vehicle shut down. So if you've got a Holden Commodore or a Chev, in the American version, and your car's stalling, even if it's an automatic or a manual, mine's an auto, if it stalls, if it conks out when it's warm, doesn't start, and you put ice water behind your lower crank pulley and it does start, you know it's one of these things. Don't do what I did and put all these new things on, but being a automotive enthusiast and working with cars ever since I was a young kid, if a car doesn't start and you know you got a good battery, you got to look at your spark. So I did the spark plugs, which they needed changing anyway. But yeah, so spark, fuel is usually the two, and air. And saying that, that's why I put on a new air filter, and I also cleaned out the throttle body and airflow sensor as well. So they're all like new as well. Anyway, so thank God that's been fixed up. We're still in Sydney, of course. We got fires up and down the coast, like I said before, and the Pacific Highway is actually closed at the moment, so we're not leaving Sydney in a hurry. We'll stay where we are, where it's safe at the moment, and wait for these fires to die down. And to all the firefighters and other emergency services, doctors, nurses, police, ambulance, and the SES. Our thoughts are with you, and hope everyone stays safe and out of harm's way. Anyway, take care, and we'll speak to you again soon. Bye.